Welcome everyone to another video. Today I will be doing my first ever Pokemon challenge. Today's challenge is, can I beat Pokemon Black and White with only Ghost type Pokemon? Those that might not know, Gen 5 has a new leveling system where if you battle lower level Pokemon than yourself, you'll gain less EXP, making it harder to grind. There are four Ghost type Pokemon lines in Gen 5 for the main story: Litwick, Yamask, Golett and Frillish. I'm going to have to get some good moves to get past through these battles. Before the run starts, I'm going to predict that they are going to be difficult but possible. The hardest part will be the beginning of the game, where the first and second gym have been super effective moves against Litwick, who I will start with. The rules are that I am not allowed to use items in battle, apart from held items and Pokeballs to catch the other ghosts. I can use items outside of battle. I can catch other Pokemon for HMs if needed. These cannot be used in battle. And finally, no glitches. I will show only the gym battles, Elite Four battles, and the final N gets its fights. It's already longer than I would hope in, so adding in all the rival battles will make it a lot longer than it needs to be. Last thing before we start. One of my recordings did get corrupted, unfortunately, so I will not be able to show me taking on the flying gym. But I will explain what happens at this point. Let's start the run. I use the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to change Tepig with Litwick, so we can do a whole run with Ghost. I chose to replace Tepig, so that Charon would pick Oshawott, and the first gym would have a water Pokemon to make the run harder. After travelling through the first route, we get to the first gym. I knew before I even started this first gym would be hard, which is what I wanted. Both of the leaders' Pokemon have super effective moves, Bite and Water Gun. Let's see how it goes. I'm having a fire starter, I'm fighting Crest. He starts with his Lillipup, and he bites me to start, taking me to nearly half. Another bite takes me to red health, but I managed to burn him and take Lillipup out. But I am not in very good shape. First Palpatine, which is up next. It's going to be a very close one. Palpatine is now out, but as we guessed, he uses Water Gun and takes me straight out. I knew this was going to happen, but it's time to get some levels and we can try again. We try again when we got some levels, and this is what happened. Again, it starts with Lillipup, and we obviously start with Litwick. Lillipup used Work Up to start, to boost his attack and special attack. And I go for Ember, which I somehow got incredibly lucky and got a crit and one-shot the Lillipup, so I took no damage. This is going well so far. Litwick also got a level up, which is good. Which also makes me learn Will-O-Wisp, so it means I can burn the target without needing Ember to be lucky with Ember. Which as long as it hits, of course. Pampor is returning out now. And it's going to be hard to take on. But his first move uses Work Up, again to boost its stats. I have the option of burning or confusing here, so I decide to use Confuse Ray to confuse it, which it actually hits. Let's hope it can get even more lucky and hit it so it hits itself. We go for the burn next, and luckily it hits itself, making so we take no damage. Will-O-Wisp hits, leaving it burned, which means if it does any physical moves it'll do less damage. But I doubt it'll go for physical moves. Next we go for night. Yeah. Oh, shit. Next we go for Nightshade. And it hits itself, taking it out. And we hit Nightshade to take it out. Meaning we defeated Crest, getting our first badge. That was tough. I hope the rest of the battles aren't like this, but there's still more bad things to come. The next gym. But 1 badge down. Out of 8. Let's move on to the next gym. We gained a few levels by going through the routes, and now we're at the next gym. Versus Lenora. Lenora starts with her deer, and obviously we start with Litwick again. I'm hoping to get lucky so he don't bite and one-shot me or something stupid. Intimidate activates but doesn't do much to us besides we're a special attacker. Her deer Leers to lower my defense, which it could be bad if you don't take it out soon. I managed to confuse it in return, hoping for it to hit itself and get lucky like before. I'm going to try and burn it next as it hits itself in confusion, which is super lucky and makes sure I don't take any damage yet. Will-O-Wisp hits, leaving it burn, which means its physical moves will do less damage to me. Next as we're going for Island Flame Burst. So I'm going to use that next. It hits itself in confusion again, and I Flame Burst, which takes it out. We're going to watch how we know damage taken, this is good. The only problem is we have got to start a defense drop. We do gain level from that Herdier as well, which will make us better. I decided not to learn in prison, because it's not very useful at the moment. Next is Lenora sends out her Watchog, the strongest of her team. So I attempt to confuse it again, as it lays again, making myself 2 defense drops, which is not good. I managed to confuse it again. I'm getting super lucky with these accuracy stuff. He's confused now, hopefully it'll hit itself again. I next decided to try and go for Will-O-Wisp. Warchuk is faster but manages to hit itself in confusion, which is lucky. But this time the accuracy fails me and I miss the burn. This could be bad. If it hits this next move it's going to do a lot of damage. I'm going to try Will-O-Wisp again. But Watchog hits itself again, which is super lucky for me. This time Will-O-Wisp hits, leaving it burn, meaning it'll do less damage, but we do have 2 defense drops still. With burn will do damage over time. I'm going to go for Fire Blast next. Fire Blast? Flame Burst, sorry. But Watchog crunches, taking me to 28 health. My Flame Burst and Burn takes it to super low health. We are so close, but Lenora uses a super potion to heal Watchog back to nearly full. We Flame Burst again, taking it down low again, with plus the burn even lower. Oh, we need it to hit itself, but unfortunately it doesn't, and hits the crunch, which takes us out. We get so lucky that fight, and I don't know how lucky we will be to do it again. Let's keep trying. After many attempts, I wasn't getting very far against Lenora, so I went to think about what I could do, and I thought about held items. So this is when I remembered that charcoal is in this town. So I went to get the charcoal, which will power up my fire moves a lot. To get this, I needed to go to the building furthest west, and all I had to do was say that I had a Tepig, which is same as saying I got liquid. It's basically the same as Litwick, and the guild gave me the charcoal, which will hopefully help boost my fire moves to keep it going. All I need now, I think, is to get a few more levels, and we should be good to take the gym on again. After a while, we get to level 30, and we try again against Lenora. Hopefully this time will go better than the last. And we start with Litwick. which you ain't much choice of. Intimidate again drops my attack, but again, with special attack it does nothing. Fire hits a decent amount, and Flame Burst takes it out in one hit, which is proves Litwick is just stronger now. Let's use Watchog, the ace and pain of her team. I decided to go for Flame Burst again, but Watchog hypnosis me, putting me to sleep for a few turns. This could be bad depending on what move she decides to go for, because I am basically useless in this state. I'm going to keep going Flame Burst though until we wake up. And all it leads me to lower my defense, and I am still fast asleep, unable to attack. Watcher again goes for another layer, lowering my defense by 2. If it decides to attack, we are stuffed. But Litwick luckily woke up and hit a Flame Burst, taking Watchog low. Only one more hit would take it out, but I think 1 crunch would take us out. This is going to be a close one. We go for Flame Burst again. Lenora Super Potions to heal our Watchog to nearly full. No, to full. Not nearly full, to full. Hit Flame Burst again, taking it low. And for some reason, decides to leer. And Litwick hits with a Flame Burst and takes Watchog down, winning us our 2nd badge. And the first brick wall of the run is over. Next is the bug gym, so this should be easy. And we can get a 2nd member of his team, Yamask, which will help a lot because we have, well, just more attacking moves and just another Pokemon in general if we need to switch. But next is the bug gym, so we head to Castelia City to fight him, to fight Berg. We also get the XP share to use on Yamask when we get it. But first we have to fight the gym. So let's see how this one goes. Like I say, I still think this will go better than the other ones, but we shall find out. Berg? Berg? I don't know how you say his name. He starts off with Whirlipede either way. And again, I start off with Litwick. Whirlipede is faster than Litwick and hits Pursuit, doing a little bit of damage to Litwick. But 1 Flame Burst takes it out in 1 hit. 1 Pokemon down, 2 to go. Next out is Quibble. Quibble is also somehow faster than Litwick and hits a Smackdown, taking us to half health. Again though, a Flame Burst, 1-shot Quibble, taking it out. And finally, is Ace, Leavanny. He's Crescent Bug though, meaning that we should take it out in 1 hit if we took the others out. But this time we use Protect, so it means Flame Burst cannot hit it. We can only protect for so long. And we go for Flame Burst again. It's still faster. Razor Leaves. Doing not much, taking us to yellow. But Flame Burst hits and 1-shots Leavanny, taking it out. Meaning we have our 3rd gym badge. Knew that'd be easy. I'm glad it was. I need a little break from that. It's not going to be long until we get stuck again. But now we can go get our 2nd Pokemon of the run, Yamask, to hopefully help us progress a bit faster. But we'll see how that one goes. But out of 8 badges is not bad. We've still got lots to go before we finish. So I went straight to Relic Castle and caught my first Yamask. I found and fought a few trainers on the way to the next gym, and now it's time to try it. I know this gym is going to be hard though. Not because of type matchup, it's just hard in general. Even in the casual runs it's pain. 2 Emolgas at Volt Switch and have Acrobatics which do a lot. And switching to switch is just a pain. Zev Striker is fast himself and it gets Flame Shot which busts his speed even more. I'm going to have to hope for a bit of luck here. But Elisa starts with an Emolga and I start with Litwick. I go for Flame Burst as it pursues for a decent amount. Saying it's not as physical, not the move, stab. Like, if you take it down low a little bit, release a Hyper Potions, hit Flame Burst again, taking it back low. Again, release a Hyper Potions, taking the Morga back to full. And we Flame Burst again. Taking the Morga out with a crit. First Morga down. Second Morga's up. We stay with Litwick. But of course Morga's faster, and here's the dreaded Volt Switch. It hits Litwick for a decent amount, but switches out into Substriker. But the thing with this is we've already got a Flame Burst locked and loaded. Oh, he sent it straight towards Substriker, doing a decent amount of damage. But like I said, Substriker's speedy and hits a Spark, taking Litwick to red health. Flame Burst takes Substriker out, but we're in a decent position, but Litwick is not in good shape and Yamask is still not that good levels. We stay in because of low health and the Morga comes out. Litwick's going to try and get a Flame Burst off, but the Morga's faster than Aerials, takes it out. Now we only have Yamask versus this Morga. So we send out Yamask to take it on. Let's see how this Yamask can do. Will-O-Wisp. We decide to Will-O-Wisp, but Volt Switch is faster. And does quite a bit to Yamask. We hit the burn, making it do less damage. But Morga is just too fast and too strong for Yamask, and Volt Switch takes out. I'm surprised we did so well though, to be honest. I expected getting stuck on Substriker, but we didn't. I think we can try again. But now we need to either grind or keep trying again, so I decided to go for the gym. Besides, it gives more EXP. So after many attempts, we get this attempt, and we try again. We send out Litwick again first. Let's take on the Emolga. This time, the Emolga Volt switches first, and switches into the other Emolga, and we have a Flame Burst ready to send straight towards it. Let's do a decent amount of damage. Flame Burst hits and takes the Emolga to red health. Release a Hyper Potions there, Emolga, and Flame Burst hits again, taking it to red health again. Second Hyper Potion comes out for the Emolga, taking it back to full health. Another Flame Burst hits, taking it to super low health. The Emolga Volt switches, leaving it, getting immediately escapes on a sliver of health. That's the weakest on half health. The other Emolga comes out, sets a Flame Burst straight at it, leaving it on red health as also. The Emolga Volt switches again, back to the other Emolga, because see why this gets annoying after a while. But luckily this time, because it's on such low health, the Flame Burst takes one of the Emolgas out. He sends out the other Emolga again. And we again go for Flame. There we go for Confuse Ray, expecting the switch. We are on 5 health. And we, of course, the Volt switch. Substriker comes out, and we hit the Confuse Ray. And confuse the Substriker. But yeah, again, Substriker is faster, and we don't get lucky with the confusion. It hits a Flame Charge, but it doesn't hit a Flame Charge because of his ability. Powers up as fire moves. He's take it to super low health. But it's not daft this time, and hits the Volt switch, taking out Litwick. This time Yamask has better chances ever. 2 Pokemon on red health. If Yamask can't do it, I don't know what he's going to do to do it. Goes the Volt switch, Emolga's back out, so we send out Yamask to try and take them both on. hopefully clean up the rest of the team. Go for Ominous Wind as the pursuit hits Yamask for a little bit of help. Mummy activates, getting rid of its ability, and Ominous Wind takes it out. We don't get the stat buffs, but it doesn't really matter too much. Zip Striker's back out for a large different attempt. He vault switches, and Yamask survives it on the red health, and Ominous Wind hits and takes out the Zip Striker, winning the 4th badge. It was a close one, but we did it. I'm glad we did it though. Another brick wall gone, but that was break. Next is the 5th gym, which is the ground gym, and Litwick is weak to ground and water, which is most of the moves they're going to be using. So we either have to rely on Yamask or gain levels. I think you can guess what's coming. We're going to try the gym first, but I'm going to guess we're going to need to level. Don't know how much. Hopefully not too much. But we're going to have to level. Okay, we tend to try have a first go at the gym. Against Clay. Clay starts with Krokorok, and we start with Litwick. If you're not surprised by it yet, Krokorok's faster and hits a swagger, boosting our attack, which would be useful if we actually use attacking moves. But we don't, so we miss Willow. We can't use it, but we miss Will-O-Wisp. And Krokorok uses Torment, which means we can't use the same move twice in a row. With this time we hit the Will-O-Wisp, burning the Krokorok, meaning its physical moves won't do as much to Litwick. Which will help it now, I hope. I decide, after thinking, to go for Hex. Because of the burn, it'll do more damage to Krokorok. But it's faster still, hits the crunch, and not much damage because of the burn, thankfully. I don't hit myself in confusion, which is good. Hex hits and takes it to low health with help from the burn. Really, it's not very effective. Did a decent amount, but because of Torment we can't use Hex again. Clay heals Krokorok, we snap out confusion, and we hit Flame Burst. And one shot Krokorok with a critical hit. I think if we just use Flame Burst, it would have one shot. If we got rid of a potion at least. Next is Palpatine, and for some reason I decided to stay in with Litwick. Don't ask me why, I just decided to. And I decided to go for the burn. Palpatine uses Echoing, which means it'll heal up at the end of each turn it's taking damage for a little bit. We hit the Will-O-Wisp, but you can use a special attacking move, so that won't make much difference. At least it'll do a bit of damage to it, I suppose. I think he uses special. Is Muddy Water special? I can't remember. But anyway, it hits Muddy Water, taking Litwick to 1 HP. Also lowering my accuracy. We use Hex for a decent amount of damage, leaving it on low health. We're still yet again on 1 HP. We can't use the same move twice, so we are forced to use Flame Burst. Clay uses Hyper Potion and Flame Burst, but not being very effective. Just hardly nothing. And it heals up some of the health, and Burn takes it back down to where it was basically. We go for Hex, but Palpatine's just faster, and Muddy Water takes out Litwick. Meaning it's just Yamask versus a Palpatine and an Excadrill. And if he couldn't take on an Emolga and a Zip Striker, don't think he has much chance here, but we'll see. Send out Yamask, and we go for a Hex, because again it's still burnt, so it does a decent amount of damage. Muddy Water takes us to about half as Hex hits, taking it to super low health. But thankfully, the burn helps and takes Palpatine out, leaving just Excadrill. A Yamask versus an Excadrill. Let's see how this works. We decided to go for Hex straight away for some strange reason. I probably just double clicked it by accident, not thinking. And Hex does absolutely nothing. Because no burn, and it's not very effective. This time I go for a Will-O-Wisp, but it's too late. But there was a hits. and takes your mask out. Meaning, my prediction is right, we're gonna have to grind. So now, after grinding, we have some evolutions. We now have Cryogen and Lampent. We should make this hopefully a lot easier. So we send out Kryogen and we send out Lampent. We use Flame Burst and now we are faster. And one-shot the Kryogen. We couldn't have done that as a Litwick. Next is Palpatine being on full health. I decide might as well stay in. A Will-O-Wisp the Palpatine to burn it. Yeah, again, doesn't do anything to his attacks because it's special attack apart from Bulldozer. I did not expect it to go for Bulldozer, but it did, and it didn't do much damage because of Will-O-Wisp. I actually thought about it. It goes for Aqua Ring, healing up again, and we go for Hex. And take it low. That low that he's fainted. Next and final is Excadrill. So we stay out again because it's a steel type and we have Flame Burst. I decided to go for Will-O-Wisp to try and stop it from doing much damage. It's faster and goes for Home Claws, boosting its attack. But Will-O-Wisp hits, meaning that turn of his was completely wasted because the burn negates the stat boost. We now go for Flame Burst and it forces it to Home Claws again to try and get a bit more attack. But it's no use for it because Flame Burst hits and takes the Excadrill out, meaning we have finally beaten the 5th gym and have the Quake badge. Who knew that an evolution would do so much? But now this is where we lose all the guarding and it corrupted, so let's quickly go for it whilst we finish off the last battle. At the start of the battle I forgot to heal my Pokemon, but it didn't matter at all. You have to 2 Hyper Potions. Sweetbot was a one-shot. I switched to Lampent to one-shot the Unpheasant, and back to Cryogen to 2-shot the Swanna. That's the 6th battle I've got, and that makes it easy. I wanted to get through Twist Mountain as fast as possible while it was still winter beside it's full of snow, meaning we don't have to do the maze. So we got to Icarus fast. Now that I've got to Icarus I can fly back here when I want to. So we went to Trickfield City to get a Frillish and use the XP on sure. Now we're at Icarus, we can get Golett 2 and fill the team. That is once we beat the gym. Can't do it till we get the tower now. But now we're down to take on the Jin. But let's be honest though, we all knew this was going to be easy. We have Lampent and they're all weak to fire. So as you just seen, Frillish was a one shot. Not Frillish. Since when did they have a Frillish? What is wrong with me? Vanillish was a one shot. So Ben Bertic comes out, Flame Burst does a lot, and he hits us with Swagger. Confusing us. We try and go for Flame Burst again, as it Hyper Potions, taking Bertic back to full health. We hit ourselves in confusion, doing a decent amount of damage to ourselves. We go for Flame Burst again, but this time we don't hit ourselves in confusion and it hits, taking it back to low health. Bertic uses Brine, which does a decent amount of damage to Lampent. We go for Flame Burst again, but he Hyper Potion again, taking Bertic all the way back to full health. We snapped out of confusion, Flame Burst hits, taking it low again. We crit and take it low and take it out. Lampent got a level from that. Again he tries to learn Curse, but I refuse to learn Curse because it does half of his health to do a little damage to them over time. So no, just no. Kryogon's next, It's faster and hits Aurora Beam. It could freeze us if we're not careful, I think. Doesn't do much damage. Flame Burst hits, taking it low. It goes for Aurora Beam again, taking us to red health. And we hit another Flame Burst, taking Kryogen out. We got quite low that fight. I'm surprised we got that low, but Rampant destroyed all the team. And now it's time to go for Golurk. Now we have the 7th badge. Now we do is evolve his Pokemon, and we have a fully evolved team. Now that we've seen it at top of Tower Geshiram, I went around to get some TMs and learned Fire Blast and Scald. The Dragon Gym is going to be tough, in my prediction. It's going to take a few attempts, but might as well see how it goes. Also, at some point during this, I forgot to mention Kryogen and Shadow Ball, which will be helpful. Iris starts off with Fracture, and you want to know the reason? Like this could be tough if you're not lucky enough. The one move right here, Dragon Dance. It boosts their attack and speed, which will could make it outspeed you, and then do a load of damage back to you. But Kryogen hits a Shadow Ball, taking it super low, which forces Iris to use a Hyper Potion on it to heal it back to full health. We go for another Shadow Ball now, which takes it back to low health. It gets a bit repetitive this, doesn't it? We've got a special defense drop. Iris Hyper Potions again, but she might as well have saved it, because Shadow Ball this time, because of the special defense drop, takes out the Fracture, meaning the Dragon Dance was worthless that they started with. Frillish got some level, which is good, so we need to get some levels. Next is Hydragon. And we go for Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball hits. And does a decent amount. 90 Slash hits us for a decent amount. Mummy activates. And the Rocky Helmet also hits Hydragon with Shadow Ball again, taking Hydragon out. There's only one member left and we have 4 to go with even. Haxorus is next. We're staying for the final Pokemon of this gym. Haxorus breaks the mold. As the music starts, we go for Shadow Ball, doing a half decent amount to the ace Pokemon. Dragon Tail hits decent amount. Mummy activates again. The Rocky Helmet also does a decent amount, but Crofacus gets forced out and Frillish gets forced in. Goodness, I am terrible today, aren't I? Assurance hits not Jellison, crying out loud. Frillish. Why am I saying Jellison? Frillish gets taken out by Assurance. But warning, butchering in this video. Don't laugh at it if it makes it better. We send back out Cryogen to finish off Haxorus with a Shadow Ball. After it hits us with Assurance though, taking us to red health. But like I say, Shadow Ball takes it out. And we have the 8th badge. If I'm perfectly honest, I did not expect to do it first turn, but Cryogen did well. And we've beaten all the gyms now. Oh, we evolved Chandler and Joseph on the next route. Also, Call It evolved on the way to Elite 4. Before we start though, I want to explain, if we fail at any of the Elite 4 at any point, we have to reset the whole Elite 4, meaning I have to fight the same people. So say if I beat Caitlyn now, and then I lose the next one I fight, I will only show this first fight, so it doesn't get repetitive. Anyway, let's start it. I start off with Caitlyn the Psychic because she's weak to my ghost moves. She starts with Reniculus? I don't know how to say some of the names, I'm so poor. Basically a blob. I like calling it a blob, it's funny. I decided Toxic to start to poison it. As it thunders, and Jellison takes it hard, taking it all the way to red health, and we are now paralysed. and try to hit a move, but Psychic is now faster because of the paralysis. Takes Jellicent out with a Psychic. I decided to send out Cofagrigus next, try and take it out. I decided to go for Shadow Ball again to do some damage to it. We have faster, hits, and does a decent amount of damage. It goes for Psychic again, doing a decent amount to Cofagrigus. But we are faster, like I say, and Shadow Ball takes out the Ranunculus blob thing. 1 down, 3 to go. Yep. And we are faster than it as well. So whilst we could, we hit a Shadow Ball, doing again decent amount of damage to the Mushana. But we also got a special defense drop. But Psychic does enough that takes Cofagrigus out. So I decided, looking at the Pokemon we had left, that Golurk has the EXP share, so I decided to send out Chandelure and try and take out a few of them and get some Golurks on EXP ready for some later fights. But besides, not surprisingly, and takes it out with a Shadow Ball. Mushana's down. Next is Sigilyph, Flying Psychic time, but it doesn't scare Chandelure whatsoever, because Chandelure is still faster than it, hits a Shadow Ball, and takes it out in 1 hit. And it does no damage to Chandelure. Chandelure is at full health versus the last Pokemon Gothitelle, and we also have Golurk in the back. So just got a level as well, which is good. So Gothitelle comes out. Stay out with Chandelure, and we get frisked. Faster still, and it hits hard, taking it to red health. It has its own Shadow Ball though, hits Chandelure, and takes it to half health. We go for Shadow Ball again, but a full restore comes out from Caitlyn. But we hit another Shadow Ball. And takes it low. We got a special defense drop. It full restores again, but because of the special defense drop, we hit another Shadow Ball and take Gothitelle out. Three more to go. So next I decided to go with the Ghost type member, Chantel. And because there's only 4 Ghost types in the game, we have exactly the same teams. Doesn't mean we're going to use them the same though. Chantel starts with Cofagrigus, and so do we. It's mirror matchup time. Who is stronger? The level 40 Cofagrigus? Or the level 49? I think I am? I can't see. Don't know anymore. I'm tired, okay. Our Shadow Ball does a decent amount, and it also hits with Shadow Ball, doing even more to us. If it were any lower level, we'd be done for. We take it out. Me and our Cofagrigus won the mirror match. Got some XP for it. Next is Jellicent, but with being on low health I decided no point in switching, so I just keep Cofagrigus in. Jellicent's faster though, and Brian hits Cofagrigus and takes it out. After thinking I decide I'm going to go with Golurk. Yes, I know Golurk's weak to Jellicent, but I want to try and slow it down, which is what I go for. It hits Surf, which could one-shot us, but it doesn't, it takes us to low health. Bulldoze hits, slowing it down, but slowing it down completely. But Curse Body activates and we can't use Bulldozer anymore. So I go for a Heavy Slam. Because it's the only other move that can hit. And Brian takes us out. Leaving Chandelier and Jellicent versus the rest. Jellicent to have a mirror matchup, kind of. Jellicent is faster and uses Shadow Ball. Hitting there, Jellicent to a very decent amount, but Curse Body activates again. Saving our Shadow Ball. The Shadow Ball hits us for quite a bit as well. Because we can't use Shadow Ball anymore, I decided to go for Ominous Wind. Chantal full restores Jellicent as Ominous Wind hits hard because of a crit. It's still faster though, and Ominous Wind takes out their Jellicent. I mean, it's 2v2. Actually, I lie. I expected it to take it out, but it didn't. Took it low. Their Jellicent took ours out, meaning it's Chandelure versus 2 and a bit Pokemon. Could we fail already? Oh, this will test how strong Chandelure actually is. Chandelure is faster than a Jellicent, but she full restores anyway. And we hit it with Shadow Ball. If this gets disabled, we're in trouble. Take it low, but this time they didn't activate, so we go for Hex just in case it activates next turn, which it doesn't. But Hex takes out Jellicent anyway. And it's just 2 Pokemon left. Chandelure is now 51, which is the strongest out of all of them. Golett comes out. We go for a Shadow Ball. Which takes it out in 1 hit. Which means it's now Chandelure versus Chandelure. Who's the better Chandelure? We're about to find out. Ours is slightly stronger, but it should mean we're better, right? Well, that's absolutely correct. We outspeed Chandelure, hit it with the Shadow Ball, and take it out in 1 hit. Meaning we have defeated 2 of the 4 Elite Four first try. How good long will that keep up? I have no idea, but we might as well find out as we go on to the fighting type Elite Four. Marshall. Their fighting moves can't hit us because of we're ghost types, so it should be okay. Marshall starts with a throw, and we start with Chandelure, the MVP of the run so far. As we don't start with Chandelure, because I can't tell you what Pokemon I start with. I am stupid. We should have Ball anyway, which does a little bit of damage but lowers its special defense. Stone Edge hits Cofagrigus, does a little bit of damage again. We go for Shadow Ball again. They've already got a special defense drop, so it does a bit more damage this time. Because of a crit, it takes it out anyway. And Cofagrigus gains a bit of levels, and Jellicent actually gains a level, which is good. Next is Sorka, we're staying. Sorka is basically the same as Throw, but because of depending on the version, you can only get one of them. Sorka also hits Stone Edge with further crit as we Shadow Ball. I feel like it being faster than us though. Takes Sork to half with the Shadow Ball, but like I say, it's faster than Stone Edge. Hits and takes Cofagrigus out. I don't think the crit would have mattered, but crit anyway took us out. So next I decided to go with Golurk again. To try and again slow him down. So I go for Bulldozer, but he's faster, Stone Edge hits. With not much damage, it does take us to half with a crit, even though it's not very effective. Bulldozer slows it down, taking it to low health, I go for Bulldozer again, but Marshall full restores the Sock. I hit Bulldozer again. Slow it down even more, meaning I should be faster than no matter what now. Takes just less than half health. I go for Mega Punch, because my punchy moves are stronger. It takes it to red health. Stone Age hits for not much damage again. And you want a crit this time, thankfully. I go for Mega Punch again, as Marshall full restores. Again. But we miss. We go for Mega Punch again, and it hits this time. Taking Sock to half health. Stone Edge misses, thankfully, and we go for Mega Punch again. We hit, taking Sock to low health as it Grass Knots. Taking Golok to 10 health. And we go for Mega Punch again and take Sock down. Even though we got a crit, he would not have mattered at all. Just gonna put that out there. Got some XP, and next is Conkeldor. We're just staying anyway because trying to slow it down, but we are actually faster, surprisingly. Yeah, plus we're on low health anyway, so we might as well stay in. The Stone Edge hits, taking Golok out. It's now a 2v2 situation. Chandelure and Jellicent versus Conkeldor, and I can't think of the last fight. So me and Xiao. There we go. I send out Chandelure to try and get some good damage in there. I go for Fire Blast, which does a lot of damage to Conkeldor, taking it straight out. Like I said, Chandelure is super strong, and my favourite Ghost type turret. Come on. I go for Fire Blast again. Oh, is that strong? We take it out. One hit. Me and Xiao. Jellicent gets another level, and we defeated the third Elite Four member. And finally, he's the worst of them all. Grimsley, the Dark type Elite Four trainer. This is going to be painful, I can already tell. It wasn't the first go, but I'm sure this one's going to take a few attempts. He starts with Scrafty, and I start with Cophagus again. We go for Will-O-Wisp as it sand attacks, which lowers my accuracy. This is not going to be fun. Somehow, out of some luck, Will-O-Wisp actually hits even though we got an accuracy drop. We burn it, meaning it'll do less damage to us with its physical move. Can't hit fighting moves, but it's definitely got some dark moves along there. He sand attacks again, lowering its accuracy even more. Ominous Wind hits. Trying to get some stat boosts here, but not much damage. Just trying for some stat boosts, but we don't get any. We keep trading moves, it crunches me. Not for much because of the burn. When we activate, it's getting rid of its ability of Moxie, just in case it took any of us out. Rocket Helmet did a decent amount. Ominous Wind again for a little bit of damage. And it takes it low. Again, go for Ominous Wind, there's Grimsley full restores, getting rid of the burn. We're not getting lucky with the stat boost here. We Ominous Wind again. And we still don't get any stat boosts. I go for Shadow Ball this time as it crunches for a lot of damage because there's no burn this time. Okay, Helmet's a decent amount. Shadow Ball hits. A bit more than Ominous Wind we're doing. Still not great because it's not very effective as you can keep seeing. Go for Shadow Ball again, but crunch is too much. Cophagus goes down. The Rocket Helmet does the final damage to take Grafty though. Trying to work out who to go for next. I decided to go for Golok again. Hopefully slow it down, see if we can do something with Golok. We'll see. I go for, instead of going for Bulldoze though, I go for Mega Punch because it's stronger. Crunch does a lot though, and takes us to below half. And also dropping our defense, which doesn't matter anyway because one more hit to take us out. Mega Punch misses, meaning the Golok is absolutely useless. Crunch hits it, takes it out. So now I have Decision, Chandelier, or Jellicent. We have 2 Pokemon. This is all that is. I go with Chandelier. Chandelier things now, I don't think we have a chance in anything, unfortunately. I go for Flame Burst. Chandelier's faster and takes out Scrafty. Finally. Gives me XP, and next is Crocodile. Internate lowers his attack, which does nothing because we're special attacking still. Go for Fire Blast, hoping it hits because it's stronger. It does. Taking Crocodile out in 1 hit. Did I mention that Chandelier's strong? One shot in Pokemon left, right and centre. This is Life Hard, so I stay in. We get through this. Bisharp will be easy. Life Hard's faster and hits a nice slash. Taking Chandelier low. Chandelier hits the Fire Blast and takes Life Hard down. Finally, it's Bisharp. So I stay in. But Bisharp is weak with fire, so I go for a Flame Burst, and it takes it out. Meaning we have done the Elite Four on the first try each time. Every battle we did in this first try, which I am super surprised by. Chandelier has just carried us. Just carried us. Now it's time for. Now it's only N and gets this left. And now it's time to fight N. After sacking the absolute Figaro in the first fight against him, because we had Zekrom and we're not allowed to use him. We go back and fight N. N starts with Reshiram, and we start with Golok. Oh, we also got Earthquake on Golok, by the way, that I mentioned. Fusion Fire hits Golok hard. Making low. Earthquake hits Reshiram hard as well, taking it low. N uses the full restore and heals Reshiram to full. This is where we start with Golok though for the Earthquake. It's the only thing we had against Reshiram really. Hit another Earthquake. Taking Reshiram low again. We go for Earthquake again, but his Fusion Flare takes us out. Golok did well, taking Reshiram that low. We go for Chandelier next. Reshiram uses Reflect, even though we have no physical attacking Pokemon left. Shadow Ball takes Reshiram out. Well, we had Pokemon down. Next is Caracosta, and we switch to Cofagrigus, so Chandelier doesn't get wiped out by the water moves. I just mentioned how much I love the final battle music from Gen 5. I love the end theme, I love the Getsis theme, I don't know why, I just do. Cofagrigus uses Shadow Ball, which does a decent amount, about half to Caracosta. Crunch hits Cofagrigus to half as well, but lowers our defense. Molmy activates, and so does the Rocky Helmet, taking Caracosta low. Shadow Ball hits again, and takes out the Caracosta. 2 of his Pokemon are down. Next is Archeops. So we send out Jellicent. The other Pokemon, I think you can really do much against it. It's too strong for. I've been in previous attempts, we did take a few attempts to do this. Too strong for Chandelier, it's too strong for Cofagrigus. Jason's the only guy who can stand up to it. Acrobatics did a lot, and we hit a Scald. Could really do with a burn here. But instead, we take it to red health. As it hits Stone Edge and takes out Chalice, and this could be bad. He's still in there. We only have Chandelier and Copagagus left. Let's end then Copagagus. So, if not, it'll take out Jellicent in one hit, I think. Uses Acrobatics. Takes go. Copagagus has to do a little bit of damage. But the Rocket Helmet takes out Archops, taking down another brick wall in his team. And obviously Armor Swim fails because there's nothing there to hit. Next is Kling Clang. Or at least I think it's Kling Clang. Oh, he's ending Chandelier anyway, because it says Kling Clang, it's got to be Kling Clang, right? Surely it's Kling Clang, and we'll do super effective damage against it once we hit this Fire Blast, right? Wait, what? Night Slash? Kling Clang knows Night Slash? It takes us to red health. And Fire Blast hits. And not super effective damage because it's not a Kling Clang. It's a Zoroark-ing illusion. But we one-shot it anyway. Chandelier's on low HP. And we've got two things that take super effective damage from it. And guess who outspeeds both of them? Chandelier outspeeds both of them. So the actual Kling Clang comes out. Flame Burst. One-shots Kling Clang. And final Pokemon, Vanilluxe. And it comes to the same fate. Chandelier uses Flame, no, not Flame Blast, Flame Burst, and one-shots it. This took way too many attempts, but we've finally done it. And now it's time to fight Getsis. Another thing that I love. Dun, dun, dun. We also took a few attempts because of one dragon type in the team. His team, sorry. The Copagagus starts. We send out Jellicent to start because we failed, so we switched the team around. We go for Shadow Ball with Jellicent. This was a decent amount. We start with Jellicent to take the Toxic. Because of the Toxic, we switch out Jellicent to Chandelier. Chandelier probably could have one-shot the Copagagus, but I didn't want to risk it. The Chandelier's next, so she'll outspeed the Copagagus. And gets his Falling Stars, so basically wasted that first turn and got Jellicent poison for no reason. So we Shadow Ball. And Chandelier does outspeed it and one-shots it. So we might as well just start with Chandelier. That was staffed in it, wasn't it? But we did it anyway. Copagagus is down. Next is Bouffalant. Especially it's back to Jellicent beside Jellicent. Isn't strong against anything in his team anymore, so I'm just going to use Jellicent. Bouffalant comes out. We go for Scald. Hoping for a burn or something, in which we get a burn. Doesn't do much damage, but we get a burn. And Bouffalant goes a Wild Charge, which because of the burn doesn't do that much. It hits itself a little hard. Toxic does a decent amount. His burn takes it quite low. We go for Scald again for a bit of damage, hoping we can take it low enough for it to take itself out. But it goes a Wild Charge again. We take it to red health. He goes for Wild Charge. Takes Jellicent low. And takes itself to even lower health. But the burn can take it out. Jellicent is on 7 health. Hanged on by a thread. Now 10 health, let's go some levels. Next is Electros, so I'll just stay in to sacrifice Jellicent to the eel. But because Jellicent is so good, it's a Shadow Ball before it goes out. It's actually faster than the eel. I am shocked. Jellicent did super well there. Took it to half. Next I send out Chandelier to hopefully outspeed him and take out the rest of his health. With one Flame Burst, takes out the Electros. We need everything else for what's to come. Next is Seismitoad, and we stay in, because like I said, I need to use it for some other stuff. So stay with Chandelier. We use Shadow Ball. We just take Seismitoad low. It hits an Earthquake on Chandelier, taking it low. Oh, should we outspeed it again? And Shadow Ball takes out the Seismitoad, leaving just 2 Pokemon, I believe. Next is Bisharp, and again, he's still weak to fire. And Flame Burst still one-shots it. Down goes Bisharp, the easiest of them all. We get an extra level on Chandelier. And next is the dreaded Hydragon. So we send out Golurk. And out comes Hydragon. We go for Mega Punch, try to do some damage to it, as it hits a super strong surf, taking us very low. Mega Punch hits for a little bit of damage. We go for it again, but we all know what's coming. A Fire Blast to take us out. Down goes Golurk. To Will-O-Wisp it. As it hits Dragon Pulse and takes us low. Will-O-Wisp hits, which is the biggest thing and the best thing that happened to it against it. Even though it takes us out the Fire Blast, we still have the burn on it. It'll do less damage to Chandelier. And what chance is it going for a fire move against a fire type Pokemon? Slim to nothing. Now it's all down to speed. And Chandelier is faster, hits a Fire Blast, which takes out the Hydragon, winning us the run. We have beaten Pokemon Black using only Ghost type Pokemon. And by black I mean white. This took a long time to do, but I've had a lot of fun doing this. I would love to do more Pokemon challenges, so if anyone has any ideas, let me know. I'm going to try a different thing now. I'm going to probably stream them and then cut them differently, so I'm not doing this voiceover as much. But Chandelier was 100% the MVP of this run. I wouldn't have done it if it weren't for her. I always want to give a massive thank you to my mod decky. I hope I said your name right, I've probably said it wrong this whole time. For helping with the idea, coming up with things I forgot about. Another MVP of the run. But I want to thank every single one of you for watching. Sorry it was so long, but I had a lot of fun. Like I said, let me know your ideas and I'll see you next time. Thanks again, and goodbye.